asana practice. Today's intention is to trust your intuition. One of the things that we've been working on so far in the training is speaking from I. And especially when there's these little nuggets of wisdom, when you speak from I, you're internally and publicly affirming that you trust your intuition. And the more that you trust, the more that you get to know, the better your relationship is with yourself. And when you have a great relationship with yourself, anything's possible. All right, so today, trust your intuition. That might mean that you skip some suns. That might mean that you back off in a pose if your body is saying, this doesn't feel quite right today. So whatever that shows up as, you get to tap into it. And even if you're not sure, you're like, I don't know if I'm just making this up in my head or if I'm hearing something, that's okay. Just notice what comes up. All right, come to seated so that your legs are out in front of you. Half pigeon. Wiggle your left toes. Feel your left toes move and take a deep breath in and out of your nose. And then take your left foot all the way behind you. Bring your right leg so that you're at a 90-degree angle. So take your left leg behind you and then bend your right leg at a 90-degree angle. And so that means that your ankle and your knee line up and your shin is parallel to the top of your mat. From here, bring your hands down onto the mat or down onto your blocks. So you can try both, whichever is most comfortable for you. Plant your hands flat. So if you need to bring your hands around, then you might bring hands to a block. And then feel the earth. Feel the sturdiness of it. Kapalabhati breath. These short, crisp exhales can allow you to let go of anything that doesn't serve you out of your nose. All the doubt, or maybe like before when you thought that you had a great idea and it somehow got shot down and so you no longer trusted your intuition. All of that. You get to let that stuff go. And if something actually comes out of your nose, that's good. That's actually letting something go. Start off with the sigh. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh something out. Inhale about halfway for short Kapalabhati breath. Keep breathing, even if you're unsure. Short, crisp exhales. Feel your belly move. You might keep the pace that you started with, or you might adjust your pace based on what your body needs. Maybe you close your eyes if you aren't already closed. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist. Take your left arm up and over. Then bring your left arm across your right thigh. Inhale, lengthen your chest away from your navel. Feel for length in your torso. Exhale, soften your left butt cheek. And then twist at your belly just a little until you feel something. Untwist. Come back into center. Extend both your legs in front of you. Wiggle your right toes. And take a few breaths to feel your right toes move. Then bring your right leg behind you. Bend your front leg so that your left knee and ankle are in one line. And then set yourself up so that you can, if you feel any tension in your hips, feel the release by extending your leg out forward. So that's another option, second option. Plant your hands down. Close your eyes. In our culture, there's a lot of talk about gut feeling, or I had a gut feeling. Consider that your body picks up on the energy. Your intuition picks up on the energy around you. So right now, for this side, you get to let go of any stuck energy inside, any doubt, any worry, any stress. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh something out. Inhale about halfway for Kapalabhati, and go when you're ready. Here, keep breathing. At the beginning of class, Kapalabhati activates the energy in your gut, activates your intuition. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your legs out in front of you. Spread all of your toes until you feel something in your feet. Here's where we're going next. Stabilization. Side plank with options. So your side plank can be with your hand flat, or it can be with your forearm down. I personally prefer forearm down because I feel like I have more support and stability without putting pressure on my wrist. And you might choose to put your hand down. That's cool too. From here, you'll take your legs out to the side. You might stack your feet on each other. You might have both of your feet down, or you might choose to lift your top leg and your hip. Side plank. Choose either side to start with. We're doing both. So lift your hips up, reach your top arm up to the sky. Press down into your hands, spread your fingers on the floor. Feel the support of the earth. And then tap into the support of your breath. So the cool thing about intuition is that it can show up for you whenever you need it. So right now, maybe you need your intuition to help you to take a deeper breath, right into the places where you feel the challenge. Forearm plank. Bring your arms to face straight to the top of your mat. Align your elbows under your shoulders and then lift your hips up. Send your tailbone towards your heels. Shift your chest back. Just like that. Just like that. Here, soften your mouth. Separate your teeth a little. And then spread out across your yes. Feel your breath. And then send your tailbone down towards your heels. Spread it out across your feet. Press out. Press out. Side plank. Switch sides. Press down into your forearm, and you might double the cushion under your forearm by folding your mat over. Reach up through your right arm. Spread open through your fingers. And maybe you might play with lifting your right leg up. Spread your toes wide. Maybe you tap into deepening your breath. Notice what you feel in your body. And take 2 more deep breaths in your side plank. Can you bring your fingers to face towards your chin? All the way. Forearm plank. Bring your forearms down. Lift your hips away from your mat. Press your hands into the floor. And keep your hips low enough that you feel something. So intuition can come through means physically, where you feel something in your belly, you feel something in your chest, you feel something in your body. So notice right now what you feel. So flex that feeling muscle and take 2 more slow breaths. Dolphin. Walk your feet to your hands, or your feet to your elbows. Lift your hips up. Then press your chest towards your thigh. Spread your fingers on your mat. Take a deep breath to float your right heel back and up. Exhale, lower your leg. Inhale, float your left heel up. Exhale, lower your leg. And then inhale, press your chest closer to your legs. Send your heels down to the mat. Release, lower your knees. Down dog. Bring your hands down. Send your hips back and up. Tap into feeling. Notice what you feel. You might move your hips side to side or bend your knees left and right. When you're ready, walk your feet to your hands. Uttanasana. Inhale, reach all the way up. Utthita Hastasana. Spread your fingers. Option to look up at the sky. Then exhale, touch your hands together. Look at your thumbs. Follow your thumbs with your gaze down to heart level. Classical sun salutation. Inhale, reach up. Look up at the sky like you're looking up towards what you want in your future. Exhale, fold at your hips. Bring your nose towards your knee. Step your right leg back. Low lunge, grab your blocks. Have your blocks under your shoulders. And you can choose any height. And maybe you lower your right knee, maybe you keep it lifted based on how your knee feels. Here's where you get to trust your intuition. You might choose a lower height of blocks if that feels better for you. And then press your right hip towards the front of your mat and then down to the earth. Inhale, lengthen forward through your chest. Exhale, move your blocks. Bring your hands down. Chaturanga. Lower your chest forward and down. Bring your belly all the way to the mat for low cobra. Low cobra is one of my favorites back bends because it opens up the space between your ribs and your pelvis. Bring your elbows under your shoulders so that your forearms are flat. Bring elbows forward a little more. Yes. Press your hands down, float your elbows up. Inhale, keep elbows really bent, and then drag your chest forward. Feel for length in your belly, shoulders back. Inhale, reach your heart away from your navel. Exhale, down dog. Lower down, bring hands under shoulders, press hips back. Low lunge, step your right foot forward. Grab your blocks. If you're not lowering your knee, align your heel over the ball of your foot. So look back at your foot and see that your heel is directly over. You can lower your knee and point your toes straight back from your ankle. Inhale, send your hips forward, chest forward. Exhale, step forward to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, spread your fingers, look up. Exhale, refold. Step your left foot back. Low lunge. Left foot, step your left foot back. We're real sweet today, so we're attracting some flying friends. You can have your hands down on your block or reach up. Chaturanga, bring your hands down. Take your feet back. Lower your chest forward and down. For locust, lower belly, bring hands to your low back. Press your tailbone toward your feet. Inhale, scoop your heart forward and up. Exhale, draw elbows up, tailbone back. Inhale, lift higher. Option to lift your feet, spread toes. Exhale, down dog. Low lunge, step your left foot forward. Knee up or down, you choose. And then hands up or down. Spin your back heel right over the ball of your foot. So your foot is doing this. Bring it. Forward fold, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Right foot back, lunge or low lunge. Inhale, reach up or keep hands down. Exhale, chaturanga, lower chest forward and down. Here's where you get to choose up dog if you like. Inhale, scoop your heart forward and up. Widen across your chest. Exhale, down dog, send your hips back. Lunge or low lunge, step your right foot forward. Inhale, choose your arms. Lengthen your chest away from your hips. Exhale, connect to your back foot. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, get long in your sides. Exhale, fold forward. Step your left foot back. Inhale, reach up for lunge. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop your heart forward and up. Soften your mouth. Spread your fingers. Exhale, send your hips back and up, down dog. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, warrior. Lunge or low lunge. Exhale, step forward with your back foot. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, chair pose. Sun salutation B. Press down into your feet. Well, intuition can be referred to as energy. And when you think about energy, like electricity, you always need a grounding wire. Anytime you have something, you need that to be able to go down into earth. Or even when lightning strikes, it's looking to go down into earth. So right here, press your feet into the earth so much that you can feel a grounding energy in your feet, in your legs. That warming sensation, tingling in your legs. Notice that. Take a deeper breath in, widen across your chest. And then exhale, shift your knees back until they're over your ankles. Check in with what you feel. And then take a deep breath in. You got this. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press hands into shins. Lengthen forward through your ribs. Widen your shoulders more. Exhale, press hands into the mat. Take your feet back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog, or take a cobra or a locust, whatever felt good in your body. Then exhale, down dog. Send your hips back and up. Crescent. Step your left foot forward. For crescent warrior, reach up. The reason I love crescent warrior so much is that it requires self-awareness. It's really easy for your back foot to do all kinds of things, like heel to be back, ankle to be one side or the other. And when you tap into feeling yourself, you'll feel the alignment of ball of the foot directly under your heel. So bring your heel forward, only your heel, only your heel. And then bend both knees. Feel for the energy in your legs. Press down through your feet and take one more deep breath to widen your palms. Exhale, bring your hands down. Take your feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop your heart forward. Feel for length. Choose any version of back bend. Exhale, down dog. Send your hips back. Step your right foot forward, crescent warrior. Reach up through your arms and ribs. And then right away, tap into feeling. Feel your grounding. Feel your feet. Bring only your heel forward, Gabby. A little more. And then bend both knees. Inhale, spread open across your chest. Exhale, plant your hands down. Take your feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop your chest away from your toes. Exhale, press your hips back away from your hands. Inhale, spread your fingers, bend both knees. Exhale, step or float, bring your feet to your hands. Inhale, lengthen forward through your side ribs. Exhale, fold, bring nose to knees. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, lift your toes up, spread your toes. Then exhale, lower only your big toes. Hello, big toes. Inhale, lift your toes up. Exhale, lower your pinky toes. Hello, pinky toes. Inhale, toes up, spread them. Exhale, look at your toes. Lower them one at a time. Start with pinkies. Fold forward. Inhale, lengthen chest forward. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, scoop your heart forward. Point your toes straight back. Exhale, send your hips back, down dog. Crescent warrior, step your left foot forward. Here, get your foundation in your awareness. Press into your feet and feel your back heel over the ball of your foot. And you should bring your heel forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, widen across your collarbones. Exhale, press your tailbone back and up. Crescent warrior, step your right foot forward. Reach up, away from your foundation. So that wobbly feeling, that's your body asking for more stability. Listen to your intuition. Take your right foot, scoot it over to the right. Just your right foot. That's your left foot. And then bring your heel over the ball of your foot till you feel it, and you trust it. Chaturanga. I first learned to trust my body in yoga because I could feel my body. I got to know my body. So notice what you feel. Make your way to down dog. Inhale, spread your fingers, bend your knees. Exhale, step or float, bring your feet to your hands. And then inhale, lengthen through your side ribs, feel for length. Exhale, fold nose to knees. Inhale, reach to the sky, spread your fingers. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, lift your toes up, spread your toes. Then exhale, lower your toes, lift your heels up. Elevate a chair. And here, maybe your intuition is asking for you to widen your elbows. Maybe that helps you to balance. Notice the wobbly. Notice the strain in your breath or your face or wherever you feel. 2 more deep breaths. Lift your heels up higher. Spread your fingers wider. Release, fold forward. And then reach all the way back up to the sky. Rise up. Exhale, bring hands to heart. Standing pose series. I want to show you guys where we're going because you guys are pretty visual. Just so that you have an idea, and then I'll talk you through it. Alright, so we'll start in Warrior 2. We'll do some different variations here. We'll play around here. And then you'll do a bound Warrior 2. So we'll use the strap here. Bound Warrior 2, bound triangle, Oh, it's one of my favorites. Bound, half moon. And then we'll transition into pyramid. So from pyramid, you play here with the blocks. Then we'll play with vertical splits. Then we'll play with some low lunge stuff. And then some pigeon stuff. Warrior 2. Bring your left foot to the top of your mat. Take your right foot back towards the back of your mat and then align your heels. There's two options for foot placement. Here, so we talked about the hips in our anatomy, and so hips can widen out this way. So here, this pose really allows for that. So line your left heel up either with your heel, if there's an imaginary line, or with your arch. So try both of those foot placements to see which one you like. So heel to heel alignment or heel to arch alignment. I prefer heel to arch. That one feels better for me. Maybe if you had like really open hips, heel to heel maybe, I don't know. Widen your arms out. And reach your left arm away from your right. Spread your arms so wide that you can almost touch the other side of the pool. Take a deeper breath. Feel your ribs move as you breathe. Then bring your arms down. Keep your body here. Shoulder shrugs. Arms down. Inhale, lift your shoulders up. Oh, just your arms, just your arms. Yep, you got it. Warrior 2 with shoulder shrugs. Unclasp your hands. Inhale, lift your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, take shoulders straight back and down. Inhale, lift your shoulders up. Exhale, squeeze straight back. Slide them down your back. One more. Inhale, lift your shoulders up. Exhale, squeeze your shoulders straight back and down. So these are shoulder shrugs. So like if you were shrugging shoulders? Yeah. From here, widen your arms back out. Soften your face. Then wiggle your right finger. Hello, right finger. Feel your right fingers move. Eagle arms. Take your right arm, bring it underneath your left. Option 1, hands to shoulders. Option 2, stack your elbows, wrap your wrists. Inhale, lift your elbows up. Exhale, press your elbows forward. I really love this one because it opens up the space behind your heart. So if you were to hug someone, you would connect with the front of your heart to the front of their heart. It's like the place in the front is the love that we give out to others, the love we receive from others. In the back of the heart, that's like the love that we give and receive from and to ourselves. So right here, imagine that you could breathe into the back of your heart. Make your breath big so that it feels good. Then unwind your arms. Reach out even further. Now that you have let go of tension in your shoulders, you've given yourself some breath, now you can reach your arms further. Reach out even wider than before. Reverse your warrior. Take your left palm, turn it face up, then reach back and up. Rebend your left knee. And then make your breath so big that you feel something in your left side rib. Bound warrior 2. Come all the way back through warrior 2. Grab your strap. Take your strap in your right hand. Bring your strap and your right arm around your back until your strap is behind your left thigh. The strap in your right hand behind your left thigh. Is that? Okay, you got it. All right, then lift your big pants. Take your left hand from in front of your strap. So your strap, you want it behind your thigh. Yeah. Then reach your left hand from in front of your leg, connect with your strap. Here, you get to choose where you go. So this is where you get to tap into intuition. You might stay upright in your bind, and this totally is a bind. Or you might walk your hands close to each other and lean towards your front leg in your bind. You might even choose not to use your strap in your bind. For me, I like to bring it here. So you're going towards this way. So like walk your fingers closer to each other. There you go. Stay in your bound warrior 2. Then inhale, lengthen your torso in the same direction as your toes. Exhale, roll your right shoulder up to the sky. Bound triangle. Keep your bind, straighten your left leg just a little. And then here, stay with your straight left leg. Tap into feeling, press your feet down, and then lean back into your leg. Here's where you get to trust yourself. Tap into your breath. Bound half moon. Shift your weight onto your left foot and then bring your right foot in about halfway. Once you get there, you might shift your weight onto your leg and lift your right toes 1 second. Maybe you lift your right toes 2 seconds. Or maybe you press back through your right leg, spread your toes. Lean forward into your leg. Then press back through your right heel. You feel that? That leaning forward. Tap into your breath here. Make breath big. Release. Lower down. Grab your blocks for pyramid. Take your blocks under your shoulders and set your feet down so there's maybe 2 feet between your feet. And then widen your feet until they're hip width distant. Turn your back toes in so your big toe points towards the right corner of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, lower your chest to the mat. You might lower the height of your blocks, or you might bring your hands to the floor. Here, press your weight into your heels and send your left butt cheek towards the back of your mat. Yes. Yes. Inhale, open your chest, and then exhale, lower your chest. There, and then bring your nose to the floor. Keep your leg lengthened by pressing back into your left hip. Vertical splits. Move your blocks. If you've lowered the height of your blocks, it might be easier to bring hands to the floor. And then shift your weight onto your left leg. Reach your right heel back and up. Here, maybe you play with bringing one hand to your standing leg, maybe both. Maybe you bring your nose to your knee. Spread the toes of your top foot. Take one more deep breath. Lift your heel higher. Exhale, lower your right leg all the way to the back of your mat. Lower your right knee. From here, press your right hand into the mat. Reach up through your left arm for twisting low lunge. Here's where you get to feel something. Send your hips forward and down. Press down into your feet. Use your bottom hand. Use the hand that's on the floor. Spread your fingers. And then inhale, lengthen your chest away from your back foot. Exhale, press your left shoulder a little higher. And then reach up through your collarbone here. Release, pigeon. Lower your left butt cheek to the mat. Same thing, you got it. And then bring your ankle up in line with your knee. So this is pigeon twist with hip opener. Take your left arm. Bring your forearm onto your shin so that your hand and foot connect. And then use your arm to reach your torso away from your left hip. You could stay here. You could add a half bind with your right arm around your back. Use your left hand. Lengthen your chest away from your navel. Exhale, press your right shoulder away from your left. Option to look up, to look down, to look left, right. Here's where you get to tap in. What does your body feel? What's most comfortable? Release. Down, dog. Inhale, spread your fingers, bend your knees. Exhale, float all the way to yogi squat. From here, option to use a block. In this pose, I like to use one block in the medium height. Or you might choose not to use a block. Notice what feels good in your body, because it might be different than your neighbor's. Inhale, lengthen up through your ribs. Exhale, press your shoulders away from your ears. Here you get to check in. Close your eyes and notice what your right side of the body feels like. Maybe there's a difference right and left. Forward. Bring your hands down, lift your hips up, and then heel toe your feet together. Rise all the way up, look up to the sky. Exhale, bring hands to heart. Warrior two. Step your right foot to the top of your mat, and then widen your left foot over to the back of your mat. Widen your arms out to both sides of your mat. And then check your foot placement. Notice if you are lined up heel to heel or heel to ball of the foot, or heel to, arch of the foot. And then bend your right knee over your ankle. Inhale, spread your arms like you're widening your wingspan. And so instead of going back knee, you should reach out to the left and right. Yeah. Shoulders down. Shoulder shrug. Lower your arms only. Then inhale, lift shoulders up by your ears like you're super stressed. And then exhale, take shoulders back and down because you remembered, oh, I have my intuition. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, squeeze back and down. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, take them back and down. And then one more just for you. Inhale, reach arms back out, warrior two arms. And wiggle your left fingers. Hello, left fingers. Feel your left fingers move. Eagle. Bring your left arm under your right. Same option as before. Inhale, lift your elbows, lift your sternum. Exhale, press your elbows away from your chest. Soften your mouth. Here's where you get to breathe into the back of your heart. You get to breathe into the area where you give yourself love. Imagine that the breath you take in through your nose goes to that spot, surrounds the back of your heart with nourishment, oxygen, nutrients, and then let go of anything that doesn't serve you out of your nose. that a few more times, bigger and more enjoyably deep. Unwind your arms. Reverse your warrior. Turn your right palm to face up, and then reach up. Here, you're using your right arm to help you lengthen your right ribs. Yes, got it. Make your breath so big that you feel your right ribs expand. Notice your head placement. Are you looking in a direction that feels good? Or can you pick a different one? Bound warrior 2. Take your strap in your left hand. Or you might choose not to use the strap. That's your choice. Bring your strap and your left arm around your back until your strap is behind your right thigh. Take your right arm, reach from in front of your thigh to connect with your strap. Inhale, lengthen your head in the same direction as your toes. Exhale, roll your left shoulder up to the sky. Here, bring your strap more behind your thigh instead of across. Tap into your breath. Check in with your body. Notice the energy you feel in your feet as you press into the floor. Bound triangle. Keep your bind. Straighten your right leg. Here, it might feel good to pump your fingers together towards each other. Press down into your feet. Here's where you get to trust yourself. Inhale, lengthen your torso in the same direction as your right leg. Then exhale, roll your top shoulder back until it almost feels like you're leaning back. In this pose, it's common for people to lean forward. It's kind of like, that's what's safe. What happens if you trust yourself? What happens when you breathe deeper? Bound half moon. Shift your weight onto your right foot. Bring your left foot in about halfway. And then play. Maybe you lift your foot up 1 second. Maybe 2. Bring your strap more behind your thigh. Yeah, right. Check in with your breath. Awesome connection, Kenya. Pyramid. Grab your blocks. Turn your left toes until your big toe almost points to the corner of your mat. Inhale, lengthen forward through your sternum. Exhale, fold your chest down, lower the height of your blocks as needed. Press down into your entire right foot, to the inside of your right foot, and then press your right hip back. Here, soften your mouth from the inside. Yes. Make your breath big. Stay here one more breath and press your weight into both heels. Vertical splits. Shift your weight forward, lower your blocks or move them out of the way, and lift your left leg back and up. Spread your left toes. Might play, bring hands to your leg. Try this option. Bring your hands back. And then bring your nose to your knees. of your hands for balance. And lift your leg up. Use the muscles here. You got it. 2 more deep breaths, wherever you are. Release. Take your leg all the way to the back of your mat for twisting lunge. Press your left hand down into your block or to your floor, into the mat. Reach up to the sky with your right arm. Here, if your back knee is lifted, align your heel over the ball of your foot. Feel for that connection with yourself. Feel for that support. Consider that you are training your body to feel supported so that when you walk upright instead of having your ankle roll to the side. 1 more deep breath. Reach up through your right collarbone, spread through your right fingers. Release, pigeon twist. Come all the way down onto your right butt cheek. Align your shin parallel to the short edge of your mat. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Then take your right hand to your foot. So here, let me give you an extra option. You might have your forearm on your leg, or you might take both hands to your leg and lengthen forward. So if you want to try that and see what feels good to you, you might come here, or you might do the twist that we did on the other side. Notice what your hip needs right now. And here, if you're leaning towards your foot, reach your chest to your foot. That's it. You feel the difference? Make your breath bigger and your mouth softer from the inside. Lower your right ear to your shoulder or your chin to your shoulder. Release. Look this way. Crow. For today's purpose, I want you to feel for alignment in crow. And the alignment is wrists under elbows, just like we've been practicing with the heel over the ball of the foot. If you're in crow and it's kind of like back here, that's not the alignment. Your elbows are behind your wrist. So here, even if your feet stay on the ground, this totally counts as crow. All right, so you might choose to play and bring your feet together. You might lift one foot, might lift other foot, or you might hug your legs in so much and lean forward like you did in the other poses that your feet just kind of float up. Bring your hands down. Lift your hips up and walk your feet to your hands for crow. And crow can be challenging. It can be something that takes a long time to master. But here, start with aligning your elbows over your wrists. And then hug your knees into your upper arms. From here, press hands down, lift hips up. And maybe you shift your way forward. Yeah, awesome. 1 more deep breath to play. Release, bring your knees down. All right, here's our apex pose, baby crow. So the name baby crow is kind of deceptive because baby crow is a little bit harder than regular crow. It requires a lot more. So your baby crow might not look like mine or your neighbor's. And you get to trust in the process that your body is opening up, is getting stronger. And that's part of trusting your intuition. All right, so baby crow is set up like dolphin. So you'll start by measuring hands to opposite shoulder, press down into your hands and your elbows, and then bring your feet in. So maybe you start off here and you stay here today. That might be exciting in your hips, and you hug your legs in. So you can't really see how much I'm hugging, but this is like, if I were to add a sound effect. So that's what we're doing. From here, shift your weight forward, and you may stay. You might play lift one foot or the other, or you might go into a point where maybe your feet come off of the floor. And so here, only let your afro touch the floor a little bit, okay? So like you're not touching your head to the floor, just your hair if that touches. So you keep your head away from the floor and use your core lifting up and feet hug into your butt. I'll talk you through it. Bring your forearms down. Measure the distance by crossing your hands to upper arms or elbows, or excuse me, shoulders. Press your hands down and then walk your feet in towards your elbows. Yeah. If having your legs here and your elbows down feels like a lot, then maybe that's your pose for today. This is a big hip opener. So just being here is a lot. Maybe you shift your weight forward, maybe you lift your feet up. You have 2 deep breaths wherever you choose to go. Release. Lay down on your back. Hug your left knee, actually your right knee. Hug your right knee in. Wind removing pose. And then take half happy baby. Keep your leg lengthened out, your left leg out. This is half happy baby. Take your right hand to the sole of your right foot and open your leg out to the right. Maybe you bring your left hand to your left hip because that's where your body asks for it. Spread your toes. And then hug your leg back in, wind removing pose. Wrap your arms around your shin. So here you're tapping into different muscles in the hip. So like we studied in the anatomy, you get to feel that you're moving those things. Then twist. Take your right knee all the way across your body. Widen your arms out, your elbows out like wings. And if you touch your neighbor, that's okay. Widen your arms out to the right and left. Turn your palms to face up. Brahmari breath. I love Brahmari breath with the intention of intuition, connection. Because it was in this technique that I first realized that I could give myself pleasure. So with this vibration and this breath technique, feel the pleasure of your breath. Take a deep breath in. Big vibration, exhale. Again, bigger. Last one, make this one your biggest. Lay on your back. Bring your left leg in, wind removing. So here you started here. Notice what you feel in your hip. And then open your hip for half happy baby. You might keep your knee bent. You might bring your right hand to the front of your right hip. And just notice what you feel in your body. Then you'll try bending your knee. Notice how that feels. Yeah. That's half happy baby. Wind removing. Wrap your arm around your right shin, or this is your left shin. Hug your leg in and notice what you feel in your hip. Twist. Widen your arms out. Brahmari breath. Go 3 rounds on your own. Last one, best one. Bring your low back to the mat. Double when you're moving. Wrap your arms around your leg. You might take happy baby, bring your hands to both feet, widen your knees out. Turn the soles of your feet to face the sky. And then use your tailbone, press your hips down into the floor. Shavasana. Actually, everyone bring your knees back in. I'm going to skip this part that I really love. This is one of my favorite parts. Wrap your arms around your legs. Then inhale, spread your toes wide. Exhale, hug your legs in so much that it's like you're giving yourself your favorite type of hug. Press your head down, your shoulders down into the floor. Press your tailbone down. Squeeze your legs in so tight that you feel the love of your embrace. Take 2 deep breaths to feel something. Shavasana. You might lay out flat. You might take Supta Baddha Konasana with the soles of your feet together and your knees wide. Choose where your arms go. Where does it feel good for your arms? Are they palms face up, the opening? Are they palms face down, the grounding? Are they on your body to connect to yourself? Get heavier on your mat with 2 feel-good sighs. You might let go of controlling your breath. And just allow your breath to flow in and out. Without changing the pace of your breath, observe your breath. Our intuition is just like anything that we've done in our lives. We may start off being not as strong until we practice and we get to know and we get to comprehend deeper. Well, today you got to get to know. You got to go in deeper. Thank yourself for that with a feel-good breath. And make your way up to seated on a block. Take your Come to seated on a block, and then cross your ankles. Cross them the opposite way than you automatically do. As you get to create connection to something new. Your intention that you get to set for the rest of your day, maybe the rest of your weekend, maybe the rest of your month. Trust your intuition. Sealing that commitment. Inhale, reach arms up and out. Exhale, touch your hands, bring them down the center line of your body to seal it in right into your very core. Take 2 more, just like that. Bring the knuckles of your thumbs to the center of your eyebrows. Draw your chin to your chest. Take a deep breath in to widen your ribs. Namaste. Grab your journals.